I grew up as a welfare child. I've worked since I was 14. I helped raise my younger siblings and became a mom myself and understood the difficulties that my mom had. So that has definitely helped me become the person that I am today.
What would you tell to like that younger version of yourself?
Being a mother and a wife or a mother and a partner doesn't define you, that it's okay that you can have your own feelings as well.
Wow. What have you had to overcome to become the person that you are today? That's the question that I asked Diana in Boston Common. And her first response was that it would take her all day to answer that question. I knew right then and there that I had to interview her. From growing up on welfare to helping raise her siblings at 14 years old, Diana has lived it all. But despite all of the obstacles she faced, she's currently in a successful 30-year marriage and gave her children a better childhood than she had. And so in this conversation, you'll hear some of the life lessons that she's learned. And with all that she's lived through, there's a lot of value packed in this video. So without further ado, let's get into my conversation with Diana. So as we were speaking before, I'm asking people like what they've had to overcome to become like who they are today. So I'm just curious, like, what have you had to overcome to become the person that you are today?
A lot of poverty. I grew up as a welfare child and I've worked since I was 14. I helped raise my younger siblings and became a mom myself and understood the difficulties that my mom had. So that has definitely helped me become the person that I am today.
What was it like becoming a mom?
Fabulous. One of the most incredible things in the world. I could not ask for anything more. I have two wonderful and phenomenal children. They are both very well in life. One's married, the other one is a college professor. So raising them to be able to give them the things that I didn't have when I was growing up is beyond what I thought I was capable of doing or being able to do. And I just kept pushing forward like my mom did.
That's awesome. I'm honestly just like processing because you're like what you said is inspiring me. So
Thank
yeah.
you.
I'm curious, like you talked about like your kids and how like you've given them like more opportunities than you had as a child.
Yes.
But also like you learned the struggles that your mom had to like go through. Can you tell me a little bit, if you don't mind sharing, like the struggles that your mom faced and just also like growing up? Like,
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. My mom wound up being a single mom with 5 kids that had to leave an abusive relationship with my father. As I was growing up, I didn't really have a relationship with my father, which was absolutely fine. He was not a good person. And just learning from her, and she just continued to try to move forward and find things to help us out so that we were able to be better and have better things, so then to be able to continue to move forward. Always working. Like I said, started working when I was 14. So I helped my mom out when I could. And then I also helped my little brother and sister out whenever I could. We tried to be as good to each other and better than what my father brought into the picture for us.
If you don't mind me like asking, one, like what's your relationship like with your siblings? And then also in terms of like choosing a husband, like how did that experience, your relationship with your father, how did like that go into it?
My husband and I, we've actually been married for 30 years already. We met at Kmart. My sister and her husband met at Kmart, and they're still currently married. We have many friends that met at Kmart, got married, and are still married. And I actually met my husband when I went with my mom to pick up her paycheck.
Wow.
So that experience alone has left my children something to see in my husband and I, our relationship together. Stick with it. Good, bad, other. You can do it. And that's, like I said, we've been together a total of 34 years, married for 30. So just keep fighting and caring and be there for each other no matter what.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, what have you learned from like having a relationship like for 30 years?
You can't be still. You have to continue to move forward and look for things in each other and with each other to keep that light alive. And communication is huge. Yes, we definitely talk a lot. So as you can tell, he talks a lot as well. And just love. I believe that's one of the easiest things to do is to love someone, love people. Everybody's different. You just don't know what others have been through or gone through. So don't judge. Don't judge and just love.
You guys were talking about like communication, like that's one of the
Yes.
biggest things for having an effective relationship.
Yes.
Like what's the key to like having great communication? Because I think that's something that like our age group, like young 20s, like we struggle with.
Definitely finding things that each other likes. You may not actually agree with your partner. That doesn't mean that you can't talk with your partner about what they do like and how they like things. You need to be open-minded and understand that they are their own person as well as you being partners. So just enjoy each other and learn from each other as well. Because I know my husband and we learn from each other.
Absolutely. And of course, like I want to be respectful of your time. So I just have one more question.
Sure.
Just like speaking to like your younger self who you were raising your siblings and now you are someone that has built a successful family. You were talking about your children. You've given them more opportunities. So like, I like very happy for you and like
Thank you.
proud of like who you've become. But just curious, like what would you tell to like that younger version of yourself in terms of just advice or, yeah.
To understand that it's okay. It's okay to feel and it's okay to have your own feelings. That you're being a mother and a wife or a mother and a partner doesn't define you, that it's okay that you can have your own feelings as well. That would be my suggestion.
Thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate it.
You're very welcome.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, so that was my conversation with Diana. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe so you can get notified on the next video that comes out next week. Also, feel free to check out this video here if you haven't already watched it. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.